Jeff Coates through on goal, and he gets the goal in this game to make it 5-4.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leyton Orient, where today we've got the penultimate episode of our 5th season in our career 2028, as you can see there. And it's been a season of highs and lows. We do sit quite low at the moment though, but we're 8 points clear at the moment of the teams in the relegation, so I think we're good on that front. But hopefully we can start to see some good football at the end of this season, pick up some more points to secure our survival, and also to build on what we could possibly do next season. So hopefully that can begin in today's episode. We've got a game away from home against Wigan, and then at home against Cheltenham, who are one of the teams in the relegation zone. So picking up some points there would be really big. Since you were last with us, just a 1 win in that time. I mean, this performance was really good. I'm happy we got this win against a Walsall team who are similar to us in the table at home, and should we do the same thing against Cheltenham, then that would be really good to see. If you take a look here, we've not drawn a game in 37 games. The last game was this Notts County game in August, and now it's March, so over 7 months since we've had our last draw. Just 2 draws all season. That has got to be the least in the league, surely. That is absolutely insane. Yeah, by a country mile, that's the least games being drawn. But we have lost a lot. We must have lost the most games as well. 3rd most games lost. Yeah, that's probably why we sit so low. We've not converted them losses into some more points, and should we be able to fix that, then we could definitely be onto something. So we've got this game against Wigan. Let's just go and see what we can do. So the team for this game against Wigan is absolutely on its last legs at this late stage of the season. It's going to be very tough. Starts at Isted in goal. We've got a back line of Lark, Ketch, Hap, Digavigny and Fitzwater. Sangan forward the midfield. Ahead of them we've got Jeff Coates in Funker on the left, Sadie on the right, and Augustus up top. Early moments of this game here, it'll be Wigan who will try and come on the first attack. We've got switched over to the bounce mentality, hoping that we can pick up some more possession, because I've said this so many times now, having possession is key to any tactic at all. And having the ball is what you want, and that's what we need a lot more of in these games, and that's why we've gone back to it. Hopefully it can help us, but it looks like Wigan are the ones who will come on the first attack. We are sitting quite deep by the looks of it. We've come off the high press, I'm pretty sure, so pulling off of that a bit, seeing if it works. It's not looking like it's going to work, and yeah, this is it's still frustrating. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say it is frustrating, but hopefully in the summer we remain optimistic, and then we can sign some players, because we will have avoided relegation. I'm pretty certain of that, and then we get the money to build the squad that we want once again. And Funku's played a ball in at the back post. He's waiting for that header, and he's just put it over the crossbar. But it's a nice bit of positive play from him. And in this game, he's playing quite well recently. He's probably our best player. Whilst we've been having so many issues in attack. I mean, Omicheri got injured once again. Augustus his first game back from injury, and it's just been pretty tough with injuries at this stage in the season. Dudziak injured again, and it's been really tough. We've had to move players around, bring players in, and that's when that happens. It can just set off the whole team, and it's hard to maintain the team when it's like that. And also in terms of managing morale, it can get very tough. We're 2-0 down inside 15 minutes. 30 minutes gone in this game. We'll have a free kick here, a chance to maybe pull a goal back. It is cleared in the end there by one of the Wigan players, and now might look to try and turn it over. Sadie very deep here. He plays it to Hap, our captain, maybe one of the players we consider moving on at the end of this season. I mean, he is regressing in ability, and I get he's our captain. He'll probably stay at the club, but for a starting centre back, I think we need someone very elite. Fitzwater, I thought he'd be a bit better than he was. I mean, Digavigny has played more games than him this year, so that probably says something about the ability there. But if we can bring in some elite players into this team, I'm looking in particular strengthening the defense. I mean, the defense has always been tough for me. It's been tough as something to nail on for me. That's what I'm trying to say. I've always found it quite difficult to get it right in defense, and this team is no different. And maybe that comes with the change of the tactic, or maybe that comes with signing elite defenders. They're tough to come by, but We just have to see if we can go into the market and find one. 55 minutes gone in this game. It's been all Wigan. I mean, been a very, very poor performance for us. Pretty much the story of the season. In the second half, I think we definitely fell apart, and I think that was the case in last year. And I'm not sure why that is, to be honest. We were playing okay at the start of the year, but then it just really fell off. And I feel like we had this at Alfreton for a bit, where we were doing well, but then we slacked off. But we didn't do as bad there as we did here, and the tactic was clearly working quite well. This same tactic got us into the playoffs in the next season, so it clearly worked. But here it might not be working too well. Obviously, I've got to think about what the board want us to play in the fans, especially because if you don't get the fans on the side, even if the influence is low on the board, it can be very, very tough to retain the job. But I think I think this tactic could stay. The fundamentals, as I did say that in the last episode, some of the fundamentals do need to stay. Whether or not that's we keep the shape or the way we're creating chances on the wings, especially big emphasis on the wings. I'm not too sure. I think we've got some very capable wingers in the likes of Scanlon, who's just come on. He can play in defence and attack if he wants to stay at the club. That is because he's had this issue with goalkeepers now, which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. That's not an issue for him to really worry about, in my opinion. And then also, we've got Jeffcoat who can play on the wing, Ahmed Cherry, and Augustidis, if he needs to go over, he can play there. And then we have Larquette who can do a job. He helps us in the utility in that position. It's just these types of players are they're key in deciding is if this is how we play. But some players will go at the end of the season, some will stay, and then we make this team in the 2 episodes time and see from there what we're going to do in the next season. It's all just a process, and hopefully next season can be much better, because I like to see at least a little bit of success with this club, whether that's through a playoff finish or at least challenging for that playoff spot around where these teams are. That would be really, really good to try and go on and do that, because it'd just be good to see some success. It's been a few seasons since we've had a really exceptional one, 3 full seasons without anything happening. Or it might have been two. Well, it's been 2 seasons, and then before that we had a playoff, and then obviously the title win, which was really, really good. So hopefully we can bring that back after these few seasons and go on and get some trophies or some nice results under our belt. That would be really, really good. And going into our 6th season, could it be the season where we finally have a trophy push? Maybe I just don't show you those games on camera, because every time I curse it and say we're going to do well in the competition, we never do. Harry Isted is having the game of his life. I mean, we are 3-0 down, but he's on an 8.6 rating. He's had to make so many saves. He's gone up to a 9.3 now with that match rating, and this is probably the best performance of his career, even though he's 3 down. I don't know what the stats are saying that are making that be a thing. 17 shots on target, 5.46 xg. But when I do 5.46 xg, a few episodes ago, what happens? We lose, I think the result was. I don't know, man. Full time here in this game, the final score 5-0. But Harry Isted, our goalkeeper, having the game of his life. How is that possible? I don't really know, but it's just another one of those games, really, where we're gifting teams points. Just hope next season that we can become that team that we want. But then you've got to consider how much longer can we say that, because we said that last year and it's not meant to be this season. We've just had the same finish as we did last year. We look set for it. I wonder what we can do. We've conceded 7 xg. That is insane. We are really bad in defense. Like, we really need to find some improvements and go and see what we can do. We've got this huge game against Cheltenham, and this game could decide, could we be going down? I don't think we will, but this game could definitely determine it. They are managerless, so this is a game where we should be going on and winning. Let's see what we can do. So the team for this game against Cheltenham at the bottom of the table, it makes for an interesting dynamic, to be fair, that we are in this relegation battle. I mean, the board aren't expecting too much more than that. I'm always wanting to do well there, and this is not really the best outcome, but I guess it makes for an interesting dynamic. Imagine we go from League One relegation battle to, I don't know, the Champions League. I mean, I hope it happens. I think it's possible, but we need to focus on this game for now. And the team that will be going out and playing it is Isted in goal. We've got a backline of Larketch, Hap, Digavigny, and Fitzwater, Sangun forward in the midfield, and Jeffcoat ahead of them. In Funko on the left, Sadie on the right, and Augustidis up top. Kick off here in this game against Cheltenham. As I say, it's a massive game where we need to pick up 3 points and put ourselves back up and moving up the table a little bit if we can at the end of the season. Fitzwater's bursting down this right side. He'll look to deliver a ball in. Fole's waiting in the middle, and within the first minute we get a massive goal. It's Jordan Fole from midfield, and he gets that goal, and that is putting ourselves in a very good position to start off this game. 1 minute gone, and we're leading 1-0. 5 minutes gone in this game. It looks like Cheltenham will have a free kick here, and I mean, it's gone straight over the bar. I was going to say something now, I can't remember what it was in particular, probably something about the team, but that goal does help us. It puts us up a few places even more now, 10 points clear, or 11 points clear now actually, of the relegation zone. I said I'm confident we could avoid the relegation zone, so I think we will. And one thing I've just remembered actually is that the board vision is saying that they want us to be an established League One team, so I'm hoping that on that fact they're going to give us a lot of money to use to get to that and become an established team. By obviously you've got to spend a bit of money to become a bit of a better team. I mean, teams in this league, like for example Swansea, have just gone back up. I know it's probably not the best example. They've spent millions of pounds on players to get them up, and I know that it's not always, they don't always work out, but like it's a no-brainer. Sometimes you do have to spend money to sign them players, and we're all free agents. Most of these players are, or all of them are free agents, all on loan. It's tough to find players, especially with the scouting budget as well, and the range and the scouts, to find them good players, and we need that bit of money to spend on the players and different things in and around those transfers. And in this game we've gone 2-0 up here. Jeffcoat with a goal on 15 minutes, and we're just showing sometimes we can play well against these teams. I know it's a team we should be beating on paper, but it still helps us and it still puts us in a much better position, and it's helping us to raise that money come next season. And the budget is going to be very, very important. I can't emphasize how important it will be. Releasing a lot of players, letting them go, spending the money that they free up on the wage bill, it's all just going to play a part. And then maybe by the end of next season, depending on how we do, we make that judgment whether we stay or not. But also, actually, we are out of contract at the end of this year. That is one thing that I forgot. So that's something to consider. We literally could leave this summer if we don't get the contract offer, and it's gonna be interesting few games coming up. 6 games left in this season. There'll be a couple before the penultimate episode, and it all makes for a very, very interesting dynamic at the moment, and we just have to see what's going to happen at this late stage of the season. Just before half time in this game, Fonku's making a lovely run down this left side. He'll deliver the ball in. Augustidis is waiting in the middle. The header goes in, and he's put it right. I don't know how he's managed to turn like that. He's running backwards, and then he's put the ball straight over the face of the goal, very close to getting our 3rd goal of this game, but half time. And this could be a huge 3 points. Start of this second half here. Corner goes into the box. Dan Happ has gone for the bicycle kick. From then, sometimes the decision making of some of these players, absolutely horrific. Why would you go for a bicycle kick there? Not the best decision when we need a goal to try and secure this win, but it's whatever, I guess. We are 2-0 up, and this win would do us a lot of favours. The board and the fans as well get so happy when we make like any win at all. I know they come very rarely these days, and just 24 losses in this season, but when they do come, the board are very, very happy and the fans get happy. So this will definitely do us some favours in getting them on our side. They're definitely not as angry as they were last year, because they were expecting that playoff finish, because they started the season after like 10 wins in the playoffs. But I'm pretty sure that's what I did this year, and then we've obviously dropped down so much, which has been disappointing. It's more disappointing when you have been good, and then this is what you become in the end of the season. That's why it can become very, very frustrating. But I think if we were the position we're in now, I'm very happy with it, and we've got a lot to build on. Jeffcoat there getting our 3rd goal of the game, picking up a huge 3 points for us, and that could be so important. I mean, what I was saying is that it's an interesting dynamic with this team as well. The fact that the board, especially the fact that they were thinking of playoffs last year, now they want to attempt to avoid relegation. It's a very interesting board, and the fans are very interesting. I mean, I don't know what they expect. Like, really, they're expecting a high thing and then a low thing. I guess that's just how it is, really. 3-0 up here. What a huge result this is. 65 minutes gone here. Sadie's making a run into the box. He is fouled, and now we have the chance to get our 4th goal in this game. Joe Taylor, I think, might step up to take this. He's not had much involvement in this season. I did drop him out the squad, to be fair, but he is back, and he's going to have a role in this game. A chance to get his 2nd goal of the game. In the last win we had, he actually got the winning goal for us, and now he's going to secure us this win. It's going to be a huge 4-0 win, at least at home by the looks of it, and this has been a great day out. And if we could do this more often, I'm telling you, we could be on something, but it's very, very difficult for us by the looks of it. These football leagues are absolutely relentless. There's no other way of putting it, but we are 4-0 up, and it's been a great day for us. 75 minutes gone in this game, and now Cheltenham are trying to get back into this tie. It's 4-2 here after 75 minutes, and there's been 2 quick goals for them, and we need to try and turn the momentum, or else we could be in for a bit of heartbreak here. 3 points on the line for us, and I don't want to lose it from here. That would be so frustrating. A bit of defending required. They'll come on the attack once again to try and pull it back to within 1 goal, and that is very, very nervy territory. They'll have the shot now, and it's gone in. What is going on? We're falling apart at home with a 4-0 lead, and it's been pulled back to 4-3. If we lose this, that will just top it all off this season, really. 78 minutes gone in this game. Cheltenham once again find themselves on the ball. Their winger threw on goal, squared into the middle. It's 4-4. Wow. 80 minutes gone in this game. Maybe I am just cursed. Maybe we have some sort of recording curse. I know that was like a title of a video recently, but I don't know what it is. 10 minutes and they scored 4 goals. Maybe we just can't defend. Seriously, we need to consider bringing in some top centre-backs, probably the #1 priority. We can score goals, because clearly we have scored 4 goals. But why are we conceding 4 goals at home? It's something that needs to be considered. I've changed the defensive tactics around so much. I've literally pulled back on the high press that we had. It's literally a mid-block and a lower line before. I used to play with a high line or a standard line and a high press, but now we can't do that. I've tried everything for changing the defence, counter pressing. I've tried regrouping, going back into the shape. It's I don't know. I'm lost for words, really. How have we gone from 4-0 up to 4-4 in this game? There's still the potential to pull it back to. I mean, Cheltenham could take all 3 points at this stage, or could we? Jeffco will play it to Dudziak in the midfield. He'll look to try and advance it one more time. Dudziak finds off the ball. He plays it to Jeffco. Jeffco's through on goal, and he gets the goal in this game to make it 5-4. I mean, that has got to be some sort of poetry, honestly. We this season been absolutely mental. We are 4-0 up in a game. It gets pulled back to 4-4. And then we've gone and scored to make it 5-4. I mean, if that's not the story of our season, then I don't know what is. 86 minutes gone in this game. No highlight by the looks of it. Bit of added time. We've got 8 minutes. Try and see out the rest of this game. 5 minutes left. And the result on the day, 5-4 by the looks of it. 1 minute left. And the full-time whistle goes. Wow. That is some game. Hat-trick from Jeffco, by the way. Some game. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.